Hi, so it's time for Grandma Reads a Story. And this is a joint program with the Foster Grandparents Program of Oakland County, sponsored by Catholic Charities of Southeastern Michigan and the Pontiac Public Library. And so today we had some technical issues, but hopefully we'll be able to fix some of those and they'll be able to join me. So today I'm going to start out reading a book called Hannah and Sugar. It's Hannah and Sugar. Here's a picture of the classroom, and there's a little dog, and all the kids are petting the dog, and they enjoy the dog. But what do you think Hannah and Sugar feel about each other? What do you think? So let's find out. Okay, so this is the beginning. It's written. Words and Pictures is by Kate Baruch. Each day after school, Hannah's papa picked her up at the bus stop. And every day after school, Sugar was at the bus stop waiting for Violet P. Good story? Yeah. So you want to pull your chair over, you can see the story. I'll show it to you. Okay. Get a little bit closer, you might not be able to see so well. As long as you still be, I got glass right here, so you're protected. So, okay, so every day after school, Mrs. P asked Hannah if she wanted to pet Sugar. And every day after school, Hannah said, what do you think she said? No, thank you, because Hannah's very polite, isn't she? I don't think she doesn't want to pet Sugar. She's looking down. So what did she think of the dog? Every day after school, Hannah's papa picked her up at the bus stop. And every day, Sugar was at the bus stop waiting for Violet P. Every day after school, Mrs. P asked Hannah if she wanted to pet Sugar. And every single day, Hannah said what? It doesn't matter who's asking her. She's going to say what? No. Okay. Wow. There's a dog, and there's her. There's like a whole bunch of feet in between, huh? Why do you think she doesn't want to pet the dog? She's going like this. The dog's head's up like this. Her head's down like this. But one day, something was different. Sugar's missing, said Violet P. She's been gone all night and all day. No one can find her. Okay. Everyone promised to help look for Sugar.
We'll let her do it because she's already doing it.
Yeah, we may have to do the next
We'll
one.
do these next week.
Hi, welcome, Grandma Janet. Yeah, you can read the next story after this one. One you have.
That's Grandma Sonetta. Okay, did you hear her? She says you could read the next one.
And low and high.
Sit down and just watch.
Here and there and everywhere else. But soon as it was time to go home for dinner, and there
Move over a little bit so because you can see you in the camera.
Oh, can she see me?
What do you think they did when it was time for dinner? Their stomach started growling. And what did they do?
Your face isn't in the camera.
Yeah, they went to have dinner. After dinner, Hannah watched the stars come out. She listened to the sound of the trains in the distance, and she wondered how it would feel to be lost in the dark. She decided it would be scary, and that if she were lost, she would be sad and probably hungry. What do you think your guess is? Think that's true? So, did she care about the sugar even if she doesn't have sugar? Then she heard a strange sound, a little whimper. It was coming from the side of the house. She heard it again. She tried to see what was making the sound. You think so? But it was too dark. She crawled in between two bushes and saw. Let's see if you're right. I got a helper here today. Let's see if you're right. Sugar! You were right. Good guess. Hannah gasped. She started to back out. Why did she back out? Then she stopped. I think she might be afraid of sugar. What do you think?
Ah,
So she stopped. Why would she stop? Let's see if you're right. There she is. And there's sugar. Let's see. Hannah closed her eyes and took a deep breath. Why did she close her eyes and take a deep breath? Yes, you're right. She's trying to get the courage to pet the dog. And gently, she reached out her trembling hand. Sugar sniffed Hannah's hand and rubbed her face along it. Then what did she do to Sugar? Yeah, she pet him. Is that hard for her to do? No, her hand was trembling. Hannah's papa was, well, let's see, I missed a page. Hannah's papa was very proud of her. And Violet, Pete, and Mrs. Pete were so happy to see who? Who were they happy to see? Sugar, because Sugar was lost. They missed Sugar. Wow, she went from a pat to one heck of a snuggle. How cuddle with that dog. Look. Okay. After that, every day after school, Hannah's papa picked her up at the bus stop. And every day after school, Sugar was at the bus stop waiting for Violet P.
oh, wow.
And for Hannah, too. So what did you think of that story? It was good, yeah. So, yeah, what happened in the story, my little helper here? What happened? She was scared to pet the dog. But why did she conquer her fear? She closed her eyes, took a breath, and reached out her hand. Why did she do that? Yeah, she did. Thank you so much for enjoying that story, my little helper. So, and we're so happy to have Grandma Sonetta join us today. And
Hi,
so
kids.
can you read the next story for us, Grandma Sonetta?
I sure can.
You get to
And-
pick which one you want.
And the name of the story is Brave Betsy Coleman.
Oh, okay.
And it's by Reeve Lindbergh, illustrated by Pamela Paparone.
I'm gonna put my mask back on. Okay, nobody owns the sky.
Nobody owns the sky.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Brave Betsy, Betsy Coleman, and this is what she looks like.
Oh, that's the real Betsy Coleman
Yeah, that's the real Betsy Coleman.
for Black History Month.
Yes, Brave Betsy was the name people gave to the young pilot, Betsy Coleman, back in the 1920s
Whoa.
when she flew as daredevil stunt flyer in air shows all over the United States.
Wow.
Born in 1892, the daughter of a Native American father and an African American mother,
Wow.
she grew up at a time when it was difficult for a woman to become a pilot. But for a Black woman, it seemed impossible.
Wow.
All the same, Betsy followed her dream, and in 1921, she became the first licensed Black aviator in the world.
Wow.
Betsy Coleman was her name.
Wow. The first Black, not either, no men either. Wow.
Yeah, the first woman and the first Black woman. And this is Black History Month, the month of February. There was a young woman who wanted to fly, but the people said, "Kiss that wish goodbye. The sky's too big and the sky's too high, and you never will fly. So you'd better not try." But this woman laughed and she just said, "Why? Nobody owns the sky."
Whoa. Whoa. She's brave.
Yes. Up above flew the dove and the raven too, with the red birds red and the bluebirds blue, and the brown hawks circling far and few, and the call of the swallows that follow the dew, when the high wild geese come traveling through, with the wind on the wings, flying free, flying true. She called to them all and she said, "Hey, you, I'm coming up there too."
Wow.
Betsy Coleman grew up a century ago in a
Thank you so much.
cabin built near where the creek waters flow. She worked picking cotton as white as the snow and watched cotton clouds up above come and go. Betsy wished she could rise up and fly high and low over Texas a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Betsy's mother had not learned to read nor to write, but her children were raised to be eager and bright. Betsy worked hard at school and she dreamed about flight. People said she was crazy. It wouldn't be right. You're a girl, not a man, and you're not even white.
Wow.
But did she stop dreaming? Not quite.
Oh.
She went off to college and wanted to stay, but it cost so much money that she couldn't pay. She moved to Chicago and worked every day at the White Sox barber shop, earning her way. White men can fly, why can't I? She would say. But the flying school turned her away.
Wow. She did everything against her. Couldn't even let her to flying school.
Betsy manicured nails while the barber cut hair, and she dreamed about flying, but didn't know where. Then one day someone said, fly in France, they won't care that you're black and a woman. So Betsy went there. She
Wow.
was young, tough, and smart. She had courage to spare, and she took like a hawk to the air.
She went to another country? Wow. Wow. That's determination.
Betsy came home a pilot, so happy and proud. She could ride on the wind, glide and spin in a cloud. Parachute looped the loop. Betsy drew a huge crowd when she flew over airports or fields barely plowed. Her courage and daring had everyone wowed. Brave Betsy, they shouted out loud.
Wow. You wouldn't get me doing those loop-de-loops.
On the ground, Betsy lectured to crowds big and small. People gathered in churches or inside town halls. Come and fly, boys and girls, black or white, short or tall. Come and fly, everybody. Come answer my call. The air has no barrier, boundary, or walls. The blue sky has room for us all.
Wow.
Betsy's life was not long, but she flew far and wide. In Chicago, she showed off a rickshaw guide. Her air show in Boston left crowds starry-eyed, but in Jacksonville, Florida, everyone cried because Betsy's plane failed and she fell and she died.
Ooh.
Farewell to brave Betsy, they sighed.
Wow.
Other young men and women soon wanted to fly, and the people said, why don't you give it a try? The sky's still big and the sky's still high, but you're bound to get there by and by. Just remember her words till the day you die. Nobody owns the sky.
Wow. What a story. Wow.
Look above, see the dove and the raven too, with the red birds red and the bluebirds blue, and the brown hawk circling far and few, and the call of the swallows that follow the dew. When the high wild geese comes traveling through, with the wind on their wings, flying free, flying true. But you can call to them, all you can say, hey you, I'm coming up there too.
Okay. Wow.
That was a very, very good story.
Yeah.
I enjoyed reading that. Betsy didn't give up.
No.
No matter what the people said, she couldn't do it because she was a woman, plus she was Black. But she kept on trying and she did not give up, and she finally made it. So that just goes to show you, boys and girls, no matter what color you are, no matter what people say you can't do, you can't be, you can be anything you put your mind to. Do not get discouraged, do not get discouraged, and don't give up. That's the answer. Don't give up. There's so many stories about people of color that I didn't know about this. I hadn't heard about this. So I'm really glad, Bonnie, that you chose this story.
Thank you.
Because it's encouraging, and it encourages our young boys and girls
Yeah.
not to give up, no matter what it's what it said. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. I enjoyed that.
Well, I'm glad, and you did a great job reading it. It was,
Oh,
I
thank
kind of
you.
think the stories should have gone together because Hannah of Sugar was about Hannah facing her fear. She was afraid of the dog, but the dog was lost, and he was whimpering, and he was by himself, and he was crying, and so she found the courage because the dog needed. The people she loved were missing their dog, and she fought all of her fears, and she overcame them because she cared. And
Right.
I think it's a perfect together because
Yes.
Betsy Coleman, she fought her fears. She fought. She's like no one owns the sky. She probably had some fears.
Oh,
I'm
sure. Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
we all
sure
have
she
fears.
did. But she
So-
fought through it and she didn't give up. Very good story.
So I'm glad we read them both together, and thank you so much. And we will return next week again for Grandma Reads a Story. So
Thank you, boys and girls. I enjoy reading to you. And see you next Wednesday.
bye.
Bye.